Considering the matter of the story, I felt compelled to warn you that if you have any triggers concerning drugs, this story may not be for you. However, if you are fine and are not of the faint of heart, you may proceed. Enjoy the tale.
It's been a year since I've done heroin. There was a variety of reasons why I started, all of them equally stupid in retrospect. But the important thing is the reason I stopped. The last time I shot up, I was with a group of 4 friends. We stuck together almost always, and we were all more or less homeless. 1 year ago, we decided to bust into an abandoned house, so we had a spot to sleep. It was drizzling that night, and none of us wanted to spend another night sleeping outside. We took out the bit of heroin we had left and split it between us, all shooting up. I laid back, looking at the decrepit roof of this decaying building, wondering if that's what my insides look like after years of drug use and, in a different sense of the word, abandonment. I was in such a high that I could just lay there, look around and think, but felt like I couldn't move or speak. My mind wandered and slipped off into a dreamlike state. When I looked around, I saw a man I didn't recognize in the house with us. He was hunched over, draped in dirty and tattered clothes, his hair long, matted and greasy. He had no shoes on, and his skin was yellowing and almost crusty. I couldn't tell what he was doing at first when he stood over David, one of my friends sleeping on the cold ground. He took his fingers gently and opened David's eyelids, but David didn't move. The man slowly closed them, and the color seemed to drain out of David's body. He did this to both my other friends before hovering over me. "Please, no," I meekly muttered, still feeling unable to move. His face got close to mine. His yellowing, diseased eyes stared into mine. "I like you. Change your ways," he said. His breath was so bad I held back a gag. His teeth were rotting from the inside out. He pressed his fingertip against my lips. "Just change your ways," he said. I slipped off into a dreamlike state again. I had no idea if what I saw was real or a dream, some sort of opiate-fueled hallucinogenic nightmare. I woke up early the next morning and, remembering what had happened, ran from the house. The newspapers officially listed my friends' deaths as overdoses, and the next day I checked myself into the hospital to detox. Often during my stay, I hallucinated his face. I'd see him peeking in the windows. I couldn't tell if it was a hallucination or not. I still can't. I see him all around. When I have a temptation, or when I walk past old spots I used to buy, he stares at me. Last night, I thought about using, and I saw his decrepit face through my window. But he never stays. I've changed.